Hi, everyone, and welcome to TWF Friday Night Smackdown. I am Michael Cole, here with Autolycus, the King of Thieves, and with Wade Barrett. And today on Friday Night Smackdown, we're going to see the TWF YouTube winnings on stake. When we have Arrow taking on Ricochet, which we haven't seen in some time. Michael Cole says. You got that right, You got that right, Autolycus says. We haven't seen Ricochet in some time here in the TWF. You know, Ricochet, who came to TWF in 2020 YL along with Velveteen Dream to set. And Ricochet has gone on to do some outstanding things, like being the WWE NXT North Vinland fighter, or the WWE 4-1 Rights fighter, or the WWE Interland fighter. Well, I can tell you one thing, Wade Barrett says. Ricochet has done a lot of stuff in his time in WWE, both NXT Raw and SmackDown. At the end of the day, he hasn't really done that much in the TWF, so we'll have to see if he can win the TWF YouTube winnings from Arrow here today on Friday Night Smackdown. But I don't really think he can, Wade Barrett says. What do you mean you think he can't? He cannot do it, Michael Cole says. What would give you that thought? All right, Ricochet says. So today is the day that I win, that I'm going to fight Arrow for the TWF YouTube winnings. And the way I look at it is that, why not? I mean, I'm a former WWE NXT North Vinland fighter, a former WWE 4-1 Rights fighter, and a former WWE Interland fighter. So I think I have done a lot. And some folks out there might think that I could do a lot more than what I already did. Arrow, I think that I would make a great TWF YouTube fighter. So if you want to come out here, Arrow, we can talk. Well, Michael Cole said, here comes Arrow from, I guess, Discovery Warner's DC Arrow. Michael Cole said, well, Autolycus says, here's one of the followers of the 4-1 Bonds of Good Arrow, who is the TWF YouTube fighter, and we'll see what him and Ricochet have to say. Wade Barrett says, why would anyone want to call themselves Arrow? And I don't even know if Arrow is an unlooked follower of the 4-1 Bonds of Good or not. So, Ricochet, you call me out here. You want to fight me for my TWF YouTube winnings, which I won. And I do know that you have done some stuff in your time in the TWF. I know you've done some stuff in your time in the TWF, And I know that in the WWE, and I know you want to win this. And I know you're going to give me all you got. Do you want me to put this TWF YouTube winnings on stake here today with you? Well, I would say yes. But then we're probably going to have to get Astronomer out here to make it true, Arrow says. Ricochet said, I don't think we have to have Astronomer out here to do it. I think we should just go right ahead and just do the match. I mean, we don't really need Astronomer to come out here. Shit. There we go. I don't think we need Astronomer to come out here and make this match. Come on. I don't think we need her out here. Anyway, Ricochet said. Well, sorry to tell you this, but you're going to have me out here, Astronomer says, to make this match. And two, I'm the only one that's going to make this match, make it true. So the way I look at it, I am the matchmaker, and I am the overseer to TWF. So Ricochet, if you want to put your winnings on stake here today, so Arrow, you want to put your winnings on stake against Ricochet here today on Friday Night SmackDown, then so be it. It's on. We're gonna have Arrow fight Ricochet for the TWF YouTube winnings. Astronomer says. The way I look at it, Ecliptor says, it's a great match. And I think you've done great by putting this together. I think it's probably one of the greatest matches you ever made in some time, Astronomer. So, if anyone doesn't have a bind with what Astronomer said, or what Corone said, or what the Elder Legion said, then we're making a match. Well, I got one little thing I gotta say, Ricochet said, before we do the match. Well, don't you need to have your brothers out here with you? Andros and God Jorah. You need to have Algar out here? No, Astronomer said, I don't need to bring all my kin and friends out. Just only to make a match. And I don't know why you'd be asking me that for, Ricochet. I don't know why you even care why Andros and God Jorah and Algar ain't out here today. Unless you want to start something. Yeah, you don't need to worry about Andros and God Jorah or Algar. You need to worry about fighting Arrow, Ecliptor says. Come on, stop it. Alright. We just heard from Astronomer, the matchmaker and the overseer to TWF, and now we're going to have the TWF YouTube winnings on stake. This is for the TWF YouTube winnings. First, he is Ricochet, and he is the TWF YouTube fighter, Arrow. Ding ding ding. Well, we know Ricochet and Arrow are high flyers, Michael Cole says. So we do know that we're going to see some outstanding holds and strikes in this match, Michael Cole says. Well, I could tell you that too, Autolycus says. But how do you know that? You know Ricochet's a high flyer. He could be a light heavyweight. But why would you think that, but I never really thought that Arrow was a light heavyweight either. I don't see that in him. Autolycus says. Wade Barrett says, see, I don't really care what anyone says. See, Ricochet and Arrow can be high flyers. They can be light heavyweights. I don't care. I don't really like any one of them. One seems to fly around too much. The other one likes to talk, likes to shoot out, likes to calm, and the other one likes to be this follower of the 4-1 Bonds of Good, but has to shoot arrows because his name is Arrow. Wow, Ricochet coming back. You know what Michael Cole said? Yeah, he does shoot arrows because I believe his name is Arrow. And they wouldn't call him Arrow if he had nothing to do with, bows and arrows and round bows, Michael Cole says. Yeah, Autolycus says. I know you haven't watched the Farseer show or read any of the funny books or anything like that, or drawing film or whatever you want to say. But I think you would know that an over-good doer calling himself, when you got someone calling themselves Arrow, he would have something to do with arrows. And Arrow wants to do, Autolycus says. Arrow right now wanted to do Ricochet's hold, but he missed. He missed. Ricochet got out of the way, Michael Cole says. Will Ricochet become the new TWF YouTube fighter, Michael Cole says. Well, Autolycus said, we'll have to see what happens. Well, Wade Barrett said, Arrow might get out of the way too, you know. And Arrow got out of the way too. That's what happens when both men had the same thought at the same time, Wade Barrett says. That's why they call it high. That's why these high flying holds put you in a bind. Because if someone gets out of the way, something goes wrong, you're going to get wounded. And now Ricochet in a bind. Down. Arrow takes down Ricochet, Michael Cole says. Yeah, $1.91 blue, Wade Barrett said. That's how much he was worth at the glass side thrift middle, Wade Barrett says. Would you stop that already, Michael Cole said, bringing up that all the time? Yeah, Autolycus said, no need to shame someone for how much they were worth or be given away to some thrift shop somewhere. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, and still a TWF YouTube fighter, Ricochet. Arrow. And Arrow is still the TWF YouTube fighter here today on Friday Night Smackdown, Michael Cole says. And it was a good match between two, I guess, light heavyweights, two high flyers. But at the end of the day, Arrow beat Ricochet. Well, yeah, well, Autolycus said it could have gone either way. Ricochet could have beat Arrow. Arrow could have beat Ricochet. Yeah, it was a great match. Wade Barrett says, yeah, I'll say it was a good match. Even though don't really like Ricochet that much or Arrow that much. I got on look for both of them. Wade Barrett says, well, Michael Cole said, here's Gene Okerlund now. All right, Arrow. We just saw you had an outstanding match with Ricochet here today on Friday Night Smackdown. So what's in store next for you? Well, I do got many goals, Gene Okerlund. I don't know all of the goals. You come into skilled wrestling, you might be happy to win one winning. And I know that it's going to be hard, but I got to work at it. I got other goals. Yeah, being a TWF YouTube fighter is a big good thing, and I'm happy for that, and I'm glee for that. But yes, my goals do include the hard middle winnings, the 24/7 winnings. Some might say that shouldn't be in those goals. The TWF Pennsylvania Reich winnings, the TWF Allegheny Earldom winnings, or how about the TWF Heavyweight and World Heavyweight winnings? Well, Arrow, there are a lot of folks out there that are already putting their name in that hat. So you saying you're putting your name in that hat then? Yeah, it is one of my goals. I did come to the TWF, late last year, and it was one of my goals, being a TWF YouTube fighter is the first of many goals that I do hope that I will do soon. So, I'm putting it out there. If it's Mora, or MJF, or Faith, or, I don't know, Kenny Omega, or anyone else who wants to go, they better watch themselves, because I'm the next one coming for them. Well, whatever your upcoming goals are, Arrow, I wish you good luck with them all. And some folks out there might think that you might become the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter. Yeah. And I do know there's a lot of scale dolls and toys and whatever you want to call them, wrestlers, fighters, overstars. But I do know that sooner or later, my name is going to be picked onto that hat or that cap, and then I'm going to go for it. And if I got to go through some of my friends or fellow followers of the 4-1 bonds of good, or even followers of the 4-1 bonds of evil, then so be it. Alright, Ricochet. Alright, Arrow. Good luck to you and your upcoming goals. Back to you, Michael Cole. Well, that was my talk with, thank you, Gene Okerlund, for talking of Arrow here today on Friday Night Smackdown. And that's all the time we got here for Friday Night Smackdown. I am Michael Cole for Autolycus, the King of Thieves, and Wade Barrett. We hope you liked Friday Night Smackdown, and we'll see you tomorrow for Rampage or Ram Through.